Welcome to Wrestling Union. If there is one game series I have a special place in my heart for, that would be Spider-Man. I really love a lot of the Spider-Man games, going back to the PS2 and PS3. Although Spider-Man 3 wasn't as good as Spider-Man 1 and 2, I still liked it. Now, here we are with the amazing Spider-Man 2. You know, I was very critical about having Andrew Garfield take over the character and having Tobey Maguire step aside, and I still feel in 2015 that The Amazing Spider-Man 1 doesn't deliver for me. Back in 2012 it just didn't entertain me that much, but it had its moments. But damn, I really did enjoy The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I guess Andrew grew on me by then, I don't know. I just feel that The Amazing Spider-Man 2 had a more enjoyable story. And by the way, I am in no way a comic book fan. I am simply a fan of the movies and video games, so I don't care about the comic books. I do have The Amazing Spider-Man 2 on PS4, but I have not touched it in months. Until recently. I thought I'd play it again, and during my time of playing, there were things that I had to talk about. So, here I am making this video. Actually, I did a review for this game before, and finished it, but my video editor deleted it, or something. You know, sometimes technology, it can be a bitch. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was developed by Beanox, and surprisingly, they developed other Spider-Man games such as Ultimate Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3, both games I really enjoyed years ago. I haven't actually played The Amazing Spider-Man 1, but according to Wikipedia, it was good enough. Beanox also made 007 Quantum of Solace, which I also played a lot, so I guess I have to thank the developer in that aspect for making these games that I enjoyed. But they did make other games including Over the Hedge, which I do remember fondly. Ah man, 2006. It seems like such a long time ago. Much simpler times indeed. Okay, let's get back on track and talk about what I should be talking about. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Before buying the game, at the time I was actually looking forward to the game since I hadn't played a Spider-Man game in a while. Well, I guess I did play Spider-Man on the N64, which I reviewed a while back on the channel. But I thought, why not buy the latest Spider-Man game and see how far these games have come? I then played the game and, oh boy. Look, I'll just say this. Most video game series always get better and better, and the developers are always learning from past mistakes. But damn, that is not the case here at all. I get it, they want to release the game around the same time as the movie, but that is not always a good thing to do, as there is a rush to release the game, resulting in poorly made gameplay and outdated graphics. Come on, at least have some pride in your work. You made these other awesome games that I mentioned, but what happened here? Maybe the way the game looks was intentional, but if it was, it's a shame, only because the characters are poorly made, with no facial expressions at all. They just don't feel alive, if that makes sense. It's not exactly the graphics that disappoint me, it's the empty and dead look on the characters. They could just feel more, like I said, alive. When they are in a conversation, I just want to skip the whole thing because nothing is ever compelling, and what they say is mostly cliche dialogue. I don't see how they couldn't use the real characters from the movie either to voice their own characters in the game. Maybe they were not available, I don't know. The developers barely followed the movie. It just focused on the overdone searching for Uncle Ben's killer storyline, and I don't really like that. At least in the Spider-Man games for PS2 and PS3, it followed the movie, but also had its own material in there. But it made sure to feel like it's resembling the movie, and in my opinion, I like that. Maybe that's a stupid reason to badmouth the story mode, and you know what? It probably is, but it's just how I feel. The story mode revolves around Peter searching for Uncle Ben's killer, and I almost didn't want to touch the rest of the story when I realized it was about Uncle Ben's killer. It's just, we have went through this story before, and it is overdone at this point. It follows the story from the movie just a little bit, but again, it could have done a better job in that department. When you are actually exploring and swinging through the city, it can be fun, I will admit. You can aim for a building, then swing right to it by pressing R1. Press X to jump, hold down X to do a super jump, so it does have the typical controls for a Spider-Man game that I'm used to. When you hold down R2 while swinging, he will shoot the web from his right, and when you hold down L2, he'll shoot the web from his left. The game is also pretty much pick up and play once the game loads. During combat, you mostly mash buttons, which is also typical in a Spider-Man game. When you see a red flash in your head, you press triangle, in which he'll avoid being hit. When you do press triangle, he'll do cool looking stuff. Hell, even a hurricanrana. While that can be amusing, there has been times I just stood there waiting for the red flash. So I just press triangle and keep doing that without moving. It just made things too simple. If you do like button mashing and pressing triangle but avoiding everything, then you'll have a blast. Me though, I guess it's amusing to see Spider-Man do a hurricanrana. Other than that, nothing that amazing is offered for me when it comes to the combat. Maybe I've button mashed in video games too much now, and I'm just tired of it. Or I'm getting older and I look for something else in video games nowadays. I really have no idea, but I just don't care about the combat aspect. Wow, I just realized there is not really a lot of nice things to say about this game. And I'm sorry, but here is more hate. You can't quit a mission either. Usually in most games, you can go to the pause menu and quit a mission, or some other way to quit a mission. But in this game, you have to pass that level in order to do what you want again. Unless I'm wrong, and I can, but I couldn't find an option to quit any level I'm on. I had to pass it in order to do something else. Also, here's a question. If I want to play through the game myself, but another person is already halfway through the game, can I play on a second save slot? Well, short answer is no. It was 2014 when this game released, and it only has one slot for saving the game, really? So let me get this straight. We can't quit a level, we have to play through it if we want to do something else in the game, and we only have one freaking slot for saving the game? I mean, come on, I would expect this kind of thing from like 5 years ago or 7. I'm sorry, but I can't stop it from annoying me. The story mode is really not this game's strongest quality. I really tried to enjoy it, but not being able to quit a level, having only one save slot, and never getting my money back because this is the digital version of the game, is just one big disappointment for me. This game is a huge downgrade from other Spider-Man games, and it cost me, before I say it, yes I'm an idiot, it cost me $59.99. Just in case you didn't know, that's a lot of cash. This game should at least be $19.99, not $59.99, and if it sounds like I'm intentionally trying to piss off Spider-Man fans, well, I'm not, because I too adore the franchise. But with this game, I pretty much gave my honest opinions. It's truly how I feel. And now I have to see this game on my home screen, because if I remove it, that's not only my money gone, but it's also the game gone. So what would be the damn point? If you can get this game for a lower price or free, go ahead, but please don't pay above €20 or whatever currency you have. I just don't want you feeling like you wasted your money like I did. After all, it was $59.99. Like, holy crap, dude. $59.99? That is money I ain't getting back. So think before you buy. Okay, I think I'll just shut up now and wrap up this review. If you made it this far, then thank you for watching. If you want to follow me on Twitter, the link to that will be down below, and my Facebook page too. Goodbye, I shall see you next time, but for now, please, take care!
Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your smile.